Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Louie, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the third episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, in the last episode, we finished Sayori's route, and we're going to start Yuri's route this episode. However, before we do, I want to hit load game, and I actually want to go back to where I saved last. And I want to save where we confessed our love to Sayori, because here's the thing. What I understand, right after this is when we need to stop before we witness Sayori. So, but there was a little bit more dialogue. And I looked online, I watched someone do this part, and from what I saw, they actually went to a little more dialogue. They actually went to win Monica. We talked to Monica in the classroom, and then they just stopped there. So I'd like to click on this first. Okay, let's start. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. So this is just after we hugged her. Stuff. I want everything to be the same as it's always been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Alright. So yeah, we're a couple now. Hey, Louie. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I hope so. That's up to you to say. Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. I do. She has a lot of trust in me. Alright, Sayori, I'll try to do the best I can. But I have to save and go back so I don't see you yourself. I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know I'll give everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. That's nice. Okay, now we're good. Oh wait, it's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, like she said in the beginning, remember? Like she suggested, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Nice job, man. She's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond. Well, Natsuki is thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Oh, both of them. We're gonna... Never mind. What about Yuri and Monica and everybody, though? But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great, too. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to... Nope, wait, no. Save game. Yep, overwrite this save. Okay, now that I've gotten to there, I'm going to go back to the beginning. Wait, no. Load. Oh my god, that was a close one. Holy crap. Loading one, lose. Okay, I saved. Okay, I'm now going to start Yuri's path. I'm going to do that by writing her first poem. I'll be right back when I'm done. Also, guys, real quick, I want to show you, isn't it what? Look how sad, looking she is here. Watch this. That's her. Look how sad looking she is. Until you click her thing. And then she gets all happy. It's so cute. Alright, anyways, I'll be right back. Guys, alright, I'm done. Guys, I gotta tell you. Her words are dark. It's like showing her personality, I guess, you know. I get it. Alright. Hi again, Louie. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. Theoretically, I could skip, this part because we already read it, but I don't want to accidentally skip some more dialogue. So I'm gonna keep going. But I'm gonna, kind of skim through the parts that I know we've already read. Alright, might be a little strange to me, but at least give me a word. I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in. Everyone's hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Louie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming. I've already read this, though. Making you dive head first like you deserve a slag. She didn't want to join the club this year and last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come and hang out, but if you don't take it seriously, you won't see the end of it. It's certainly a big milestone. Keeps her manga collection in the club room. That's beautiful. Monica, manga. Yep, manga is literature. She plops into her seat. Don't worry, guys. She always gives the best. I also need busy work without me even asking. Cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. It's because your room's so messy, so striding. You always set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hey, you're really good friends, are you? I might be a little jealous. How come? We can become good friends, too. Sayori. She's oblivious to that. Oh, you're even brought you something, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sarah made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Wait a minute, I'm gonna just keep going. Don't worry about it. Wasn't expecting it, so nice gesture. Happy no matter what. Is that so? Alright. Here. Pulls out the book. Feel left out. Picked up a book she thought I'd like. Short reads. Disgusting if you want. That was fun. How's this girl actually being so cute? She picked up a book she thought I'd like. Here, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take it. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I'll according to what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect her to kick it off. Our cheer conversation already buried in a book. I'm sure I'm gonna call it. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Yep. Here we go. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from her ring. Yeah, because I did the poem. So now here we go. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. So maybe I could have skipped that, and then it would just skip. I might try it. Because look at it, like flash to like, see the flash that it did to like the next scene? I don't know what thing. Maybe I'll try. It looks like it's the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She seeks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Okay. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that you isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. She seems very happy about that. I like it. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, read the back of the book. Yuri closed the book and scans her eyes over the back. Don't mind that, folks. This book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Yeah, I've seen it. Alright. I just want to make sure I just don't want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri generally giggles all of a sudden. Seems like her kind of book. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, really? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those kind of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be that naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Come on now, here. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, nothing wrong with that. You're passionate about it. I respect it. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's nice. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. How do you say it? That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. See, before, he was like, man, I'm too tired to read, because I did all the poems for Sayori, not doing for Yuri. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. She's kind of cute, I have to say. Oh, she's pretty cute. Her personality is kind of funny. Well, it's kind of, I don't know. I like her. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. I know how that is, actually, I do. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry, I mean... Calm down. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against yours. Oh, here we go. Then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, look at that! That's clever. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Pretty clever. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb as it flips to her side. But, in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Where's everybody else in the room? Look at it. I mean, maybe they're on the other side of the room, I guess. It's actually kind of distracting me. I wonder if they're like staring at the staring now, like, ooh, like those things that people do in schools when like a boy and a girl like together like that. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Oh, look, she turns her eyes. Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. Now I sound like you heard. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, she smiled. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Take it easy, man. This thing. And yes, I'm drinking like melting ice water. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side if she catches it on her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Dang, you sound kind of blunt, man. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Louis, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you would think that. Oh man, I screamed, wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. How could you not know that, man? Come on. Give me a second, folks. I gotta go. My usual ritual, spitting out frickin' phlegm after I eat a big Buffalo Wild Wings meal. I'll be right back. Man, I'm sick of that problem. That's annoying. I get so congested. Sorry, here's something. By the way, if you guys wonder why I always pause, it's because, look it. There's an auto forward. It will automatically go forward if I just leave it. So I don't want to do that. Alright, let's return. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales spare from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. You can do that? You don't need to use a bookmark? I can't do that. I can't remember the page. I slipped back in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes, I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out, okay, wrinkled leaf sheet, composition notebook, we already saw. They comply as well, they reach in their bags. Yep. Okay, so now I assume just an assumption here. By the way, I need to check something. No, I did not. Okay, return. So I assume now I need to do Yuri first, right? Yep, okay. So I'm actually gonna not skip through this or like cut it on YouTube or anything because the fact that I'd made them all for Yuri might give it some different dialogue. She seems the most experienced, so I start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. I have been looking so much forward because I actually have like really come to like Yuri. Yeah, even like in just what I watched on YouTube a bit of this game and just in like the first like time I played this for Sayori's route. So I've been looking forward to this so much and to like her route. Hey, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers him up, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. She loves my words I picked. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. Do you think I copied my poem from somewhere else, Yuri? I am no plagiarist. How dare you assume this? I'm just kidding. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She just likes my poem because I used her words. It's so cute. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be memed so bad. If I ever get popular, these videos are gonna but the thing is, I'm not gonna delete them. A bunch of people always delete their first videos. I don't agree with doing that at all. I think it's a stupid thing to do. I don't care how cringy they may seem by that time. I'm going to keep all these old videos. I have like 5-year-old videos on my channel. I'm never taking them down. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usual. Been through that myself, I picked up. You guys remember this part, right? So I think that might be it. So I think, yeah, they make it very deliberate. They pick a writing style separate. The style of their weekend. Once she finishes her finds her train of thought, her stammering's gone. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different... If I find something that I can recognize as different, I will let you guys know. There's many different skills. Find them, but getting to work together is the challenging part. Take your time, practice, help everyone else in the club gives you feedback. Natsuki and Real by, so biased tell. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing herself. I'd read it now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Which itself's kind of funny, after all, it's supposed to be a literature club. Alright, Ghost Hunter Light. Hey, I think these might be different ones. The 10 drills in my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow of bathing. It must be this one. Oh wait, no. I think this is the same one. Calm. The light flicks. I flicker back. Okay, I already remember this one. You guys remember this one. I don't need to read the whole thing again. It's the same poem. Sorry, I have terrible handwriting. Yeah, your handwriting is the one thing I do think is a bit of a weakness. It took you a while to read. It didn't take me long at all. I didn't read it this time. I read the script. I think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Like the poem, short, right? Long prose, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. It's the first time sharing. Mild, easy to digest. The end it goes. Okay, I already saw all this. I don't want to hit the skip just in case it accidentally skips something else. Or I could try. It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so nah. If anything, I probably learned a thing or two. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Louie. That's new! She loves my poem. That's cute. Me too. Yeah, okay, so I can skip forward a little bit, because let's face it, most of that, the beginning and the very end, were different. Alright, now we're just gonna go say Ori. See if they say something about being from Monica. This is a good poem, Louie. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'll be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention I'm staring in front of you. No, I ain't said that yet, but I won't break my promise, see? It's like I said before, deep down you're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that really only good people do. Thanks, here. I'm not sure she sees the full picture, then again, she's part of the reason I joined. It means a lot to her and all, yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, that'd be my way of thinking. Alright, I'm gonna hold you then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Alright, I'm bad at this. Hey, we'll see about that. Breakfast, we already read that one. Say already, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning you're ready? Alright. I think, okay, that must mean there was nothing new. Yeah, I think it'll stop it if there's something new. Alright, Natsuki next. She and Yuri, remember they clashed a little bit, so let's see what she says. Louie, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Wait! What? Harsh. You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Okay, she hates Yuri, dude. You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. It's not good, but I put in the effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Burn! How painful to think about. Dang. Okay, holy crap. You just got shut down. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay, we already saw that. I'm not going to read your poem after all that insults. I told you weren't going to like it. I like it. Okay, now we can skip. Okay. Also, look at this. I'm pretty sure the skip button is like only... hi, Louie. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you knew anything. Alright, skipping ahead. I was going, ooh, my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go something so deep. See, I remember. This is new now. So it skips to where there's new. In fact, watch this. Look at it. See this? The skip button isn't even available when it's not new stuff. So I'm gonna be using the skip button to save some time here. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair, Michael Jackson Lee. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I sure do. I made it for her. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. I know, I just finished making 3 for her. Yuri likes when readers left to derive their own meaning about it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Okay, we're gonna skip here. Oh, whoa. Okay. We're skipping way ahead. Holy crap, this is the whole argument. Okay, so now... So we just skip through the whole argument, okay? Which is fine, because if you haven't seen that, go watch my first video, I believe, and I think the second one too. I forgot which I did all them through. But so I now have to pick Yuri in this thing. Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's But here's the thing. No matter how simple or redefined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, you also commented on her boobies. That's when it happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? He clenched her fist. In the end, nobody's taking her side. She's trapped, and at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Alright. Without worrying, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, no. How can anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handle as well as anyone could, after getting their boobs commented on that way. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks though, you're too kind. I think we'll have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. Okay, well, how did your... Oh! Did Natsuki mean, like, breast screw? Did she mean, like, that she thinks she's... Is she accusing her of stuffing her bra? Is that what's happening? So... What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Oh, he didn't hear that. Right. About the boobies. So I think that's... I didn't quite get that at first, but I think it was... She thinks that... I think Natsuki was, like, calling her out. She thought she accused her kind of lightheartedly, it seems. Because, you know, let's face it, who would do that? Of stuffing her bra for the... That's fine. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. 1 second, guys. Hang on. Okay, guys. Alright, I'm back. Check it out. I can skip this now, because we've already seen this. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Yep, they're both good. Let's do this. Okay. We already saw all that, so now I'm going to make another poem for Yuri. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, last word. Nibble. That's a funny word. Fickle. There's the word. Alright. Again, it's so cute, and she goes from all, like, sad, looking there, to jumping around. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. We're gonna skip ahead through Sayori's little thing about the money, and Yuri slapping, all the slapping. Alright. Monica, yep, sorry to be late, all this good stuff. Yep, hey Yuri. Eh? Ah. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. Aw. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. So that's how they do it, right? They plug in the kettle, right? There's a little kettle. It's not like... I always wonder how they got, like... How they made it in the classroom, but yeah, there's like it's like a coffee maker. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Alright. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, I can see that. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? No! Splashes it on her face. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Aww. She's so sweet. I love it. She's probably like my favorite character, to tell you the truth. Even like just from what I've seen with her so far, even during Sayori's rap. Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri's going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water picture. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Whoa. I'm sorry, I did not expect that coming from Yuri, holy crap. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Louis in club activities? I gotta see what's happening. What? What? My mouth gapes. Michael Jackson lean all the way, man. That one was too much. That was awesome. That was bad. That was awesome. Then let's go, Louis. She didn't even... Wait, she's not even gonna get all... Like, scared now? That was awesome. Holy crap. Yuri quickly exits the room and then I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. There it is. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so... irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. She's not a teacher. Louis, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as long as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. Trust me, I know. I've tried. It doesn't work very well. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? I would never hate you. I will never hate you. Just don't... Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? A friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Louis, I really like being friends with you. Haha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Respect. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. That was bad. ASS, Yuri. Once we filled the water picture, we returned to the classroom. Louis, do you like oolong tea? What the heck is oolong? I've never heard of that. All I know is green tea, and like I've like a citrus flavored tea. That's one I got one time. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the tea pot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, you don't make it improperly. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Of course, even if I'm not an expert at tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. You'll only be more impressed. Okay, she's confident in her tea-making abilities. She's been doing it for a while, I assume. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try to express myself a little more. Express yourself! Do it good! Hey, I'm all for it, Yuri. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Louis. Oh god, you sound like Sayori. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for each of us. Louis, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over on my desk. Okay. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just had back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Man, you and my dad can understand each other very well. I can tell. My dad got in a car accident a couple years ago. Back pain, back pain, back pain, and he's in his 40s, you know, or late 40s, pretty much. Well, he's going into his late 40s, so, you know, arthritis is not nice. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. Was she gonna say something else? So that's why we should sit on the floor. Was she gonna say something else? I don't see how, like, from what I understand, she self-harm, you know? But, like, how could she cutting and stuff? How would that cause back pain? Is she, like, covering it up? Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Or maybe it really just is her hunched over, but she just, like, kind of panicked when she said that. I don't know. She's a bit... You gotta, you know, figure out how to decipher some of the stuff Yuri says sometimes. But it's one thing I actually don't dislike about her. I don't really dislike anything about Yuri, to tell you the truth, except her handwriting a little bit. This bag of small chocolate candies I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Are you gonna offer Yuri some? Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume that the same reading position as last time. Also, you know what I just realized? I didn't save when I got to the decision about Yuri and Natsuki for the second time, but I saved the first time, so I don't know. I don't think I really need to go back to that specific point for anything. I don't think I do, but I'm just trying to make it a habit. Except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Ugh. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Her boobies. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. Aren't we gonna, like, show the scene? I push the teacup between my legs and fumble. Just put it next to you, bro. And fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Dude, honestly, don't even worry about that. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Here it is. Her proportions look a little bit weird in that picture. Is it just me? Looks a little creepy. I don't know, like the proportions look a little of her face and everything look just a bit off, I have to admit. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is not practically resting on top of my leg. Hey man, just enjoy this, alright? Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy, pop it in my mouth, and I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book, she simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely unnatural, but that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh my god. Man! Her parts her lips. I forgot that. I kind of forgot what that meant. Just like that, Yuri closed her lips over it. Eh? Look at her eyes. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at... Put it in your mouth, please, so you look kind of funny, and it looks kind of gross. Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Louis... Sorry! I'm so sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. Ah, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, did she open her mouth for me to do that? Were we just, like, not thinking? I hope that's what it was, or if not, that would just be cringy AF. Not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. I don't like this. Well, I mean, I like it. I think it's kind of sweet and funny and kind of awkward at the same time. But I'm sure, yeah, this is going kind of weird. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I don't give her another one unless she, like, asks for one. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Okay, let's end that. Ah! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Lou, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. My god, that was a little awkward, a little sweet, a little funny. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Well, I have to start with Yuri, though, so let's see if she has anything to say after all that. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Apologies, my brother's playing his trombone. He just got a trombone. Do you like it? Louie, this one might even be better than yesterday's. Just a second, hang on, guys. You'll have to forgive me. I do hope that the trombone is not too loud. I'll make sure I talk a little loud so that you guys don't hear. I know he just started, but even if he was playing like a really amazing, it would still be distracting the video. So I'll make sure I talk a little louder. Anyways, it might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. I do like, I like that now that we're on Yuri's route, we're getting further than last time with the second and third poems, which is, if I recall last time, she didn't even want to talk or anything. So, now that we're doing her trail and we're starting with her, it's now she wants to talk. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. It sounds like someone farting. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. I don't think she really has any friends. Poor Yuri. I'm glad I can become her friend. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, yeah. So now we get to actually read it. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. I remember reading this one. Hey, I remember this poem. I remember this poem. And to tell you the truth, as much as I love you, Yuri, I do not want to waste a bunch of time trying to figure out your handwriting. And so I'll slowly go through this, guys. And if you want, you can pause it and read it again. But I do believe that we already read this poem. And there's a lot of it. Okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying my emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Although, I don't know if maybe I saw someone do that in a video, or if I read it in the video, or if I did it already in this, playing this game. But nonetheless, I did slow, so you guys can pause and read it if you want. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my own more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Louis? Well, yeah, I guess I do. Manga and anime and stuff. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, there really aren't many people like you, Louis. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so uncomfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. I'm glad I can make you feel that way, and you're to thank for the thing. Yeah, I'm glad. It's nothing really, but I'm glad. She smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Beautiful. I'm happy. Sayori. Okay. Ooh. I like this one, Louis. There's nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does it mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. It's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. I already wrote 3 things for you. I know you forgot. If no, you don't know at this point, because I went back, I did unsave, and that was technically future you, but, But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, sorry. Well, she does have depression, as we saw. I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. So that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Express yourself! Thanks, Louis. I should go write that down, then. You can read my poem now, okay? I already saw the Bottles poem. We'll scroll through. I'm not going to read this long thing again if I already read it. Alright. So now I can skip, because I already saw this. Alright. Alright. Natsuki. Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. That's good. I still don't like this one at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing unless you don't really suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki, stop short, all-son. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down! Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I'm totally not. I'm writing these poems for her. I'm on her route, Natsuki. You'll get your time, don't worry. You'll get your route. Ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though. What I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed to her over me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. Oh. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I want a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, I don't have to read hers? Okay. Who should I show it to next? Alright. Hi again, Louis. Alright, I'm gonna skip because this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Pen. Sorry, I know I haven't played this game, guys, before, but I do know, the stuff, the pen. the pen is something that gets involved with her. I don't quite understand it, but she's like touched herself with the pen. I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation, however. Trust me, I've tried. I've been getting pretty good at that. I don't mean that in a bad way. Oh, what goes on in her head. No, of course not. I just mean I wish you didn't keep so much to yourself. But still defend her like that. You must be pretty into her, Michael Jackson Lee. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Ooh, that's mean. It's just a hunch, but Michael Jackson Lee. That's kind of mean. Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, okay, Monica, you're being kind of mean to Yuri. Come on now. See, with Monica, I don't know about Monica, man. I understand she's like, from what I know, she's gonna get a little, do some crazy stuff at the end. You want to read mine? I like this way it turns out. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. I already read this poem. Load me. I don't know what the heck that last word means. Alright, we're gonna... But yeah, I'm gonna just, like, skip through, because Michael Jackson Lee, I'm gonna skip through and see if I... Okay, you know what? Just skip button. Okay, the performing. This is about the performance. Yep. Alright. Alright, this is where Yuri did hers. Sayori did hers. Alright, I did mine. Natsuki did hers. This is the performance thing, okay. Alright. Oh, okay, so now I need to decide will I walk in with Yuri. And for Yuri's path, I would say that. Walking in with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Hey! Hey! Sorry. Hey, my dog's got into a bit of a barking fit. I have my dogs up here in my room with me. They are not happy about something. Alright. That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admit it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating saying it's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I'd just like to think about it. Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute. Did I do something? I don't even need to save at those, actually. Yeah, I have it saved from there. It doesn't even matter, I don't think. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Yeah, of course not. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Yeah, come on now, Sayori. Come on, don't feel that way. I love you all. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Thinking the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time? Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna keep going. Alright, wait. Where am I as far as recording times? Alright, an hour and a minute. To tell you the truth, I want to keep playing. So let's just keep going. I'm gonna write another poem and I'll be right back. Alright guys, last word. Gotta tell you guys, I'll leave a link to this guide if you guys want. Well, I'll leave a link to the guide actually in my in this episode. I gotta tell you, it's pretty pretty helpful. All right, oh man, all right, we're gonna skip because this just shows. Yep, last blah blah blah. Yep, she's been practicing the piano and stuff. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, but I had no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Aw. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Of course, there are certainly those that find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big a deal. What is on my mind? I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little bit off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder... Oh, yeah, right. This is when she was like, let's film that. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry! I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Louis, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sarah is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's a good way to take your mind off, huh? Okay, everyone. After some time passes, okay, so we're not going to show the reading at time. Okay, that's alright. Alright. We'll start with Yuri. Louis, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. Natsuki doesn't feel that way, but okay. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I don't know how she's smiling. She's like smiling like that. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh. Louis, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. I know. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. What is that to make fun of? You have a beautiful looking body, okay? What is there to make fun of with it? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Louis. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Okay. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. Well, that's nice. I know I'm a difficult person, Louis. I speak too slowly, I second-guess myself all the time, I read too deeply into things, but every time, you always treat me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. I love how she's opening up to me, though. It's nice. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them! They can go to hell! Die! I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I wouldn't say I've had at least one success. I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under Light Part 2. Oh, I don't believe I've seen this one. I think she didn't want to show me this one last time. Remember? The tendrils of my hair illuminate between the amber glow bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A love figure crosses path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pound of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this poem's about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. I don't read too much into poetry and stuff. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you share it with me, so thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to, but don't you have to share it with everyone else? Aren't we like the first one? Isn't this like your first share? Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. Am I gonna give her a pen? At some point. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Oh, you do trust me. You make me happy because you're so cute and sweet and nice and smart. She's really smart too. I like that about her. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. Hey man, I'll choose you for my, weekend. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Well, that's nice. Alright. Keep my usual routine, say Orby. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically, though I did. Maybe. Oh, right. Remember, this is when she's, not feeling very well. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. You know, I'm not going to do this because I want to get the good ending. What if you just, don't worry about... What if you just, choose words for all of them? And then, there's no way to know who the poems were, it's not for anyone, then the bad ending just happens. I wonder, what their dialogue is then. I don't want to try that, because I honestly don't want to ever play this to get the bad ending or the normal ending. I just don't want to do it. But yeah. Good. That's all that matters to me. Like with GTA 5. Some people believe, you go get all the endings. You kill Michael, Trevor, and you get the Death Wish. I will never kill Michael. I will never kill Trevor. I have never played through it to those endings. I never will. Because I just don't think it's right. I want to get the good ending every single time. Thank you, Louis. Even if I've seen it a million times and I've never played the other ones, I don't care. The other ones are bad. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Why can't I skip this? Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Alright, well, Natsuki, let's see how much she wants to dog my poem this time. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Man! I almost am getting mad at her now. I almost don't want to write any poems for her. She's being a jerk. Who should I show it to next? Hi, Louis. Skip it. Your style's gotten so refined, Louis. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. Yeah, you seem to just want to kind of make fun of her. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... Michael Jackson Lee. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad she's having a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't bad either, you know? Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it can be really hard for her. Okay, dude, her books aren't a total escaping reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean that. What is wrong with you? If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Don't say that. 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 Anyway, I'll share my home with you. Alright, I'm skipping that. Stop saying these horrible things, Monica. I mean, it's... Okay, so here we go. Alright. She did a Michael Jackson in that process. Another one. Alright. Yuri. Well, I'm probably most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Natsuki is so fed up. Why would you... Natsuki. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki's feeling a little sour. Man! Don't worry, Natsuki. You'll have your turn. Don't worry. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Louis? Me? I get... This episode's gonna be a little bit longer. I apologize if that's a problem, but I'm having fun right now. I'm not feeling like too tight or anything, so I want to keep going. I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No! That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Louis picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I did for the event will compare to that. Or do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. Hey, real sec, I have to go take a whiz. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. My laptop sounds like a fighter jet. Hope it's not about to blow up. Alright, it should not be, honestly. I mean, the recorder and this little couple 100 MB game should not be too much for it. Alright, let's return. I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. Yeah, you kind of are. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Suki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say, yep. Because Sayori helps everyone smile, yep. This is the same thing. So why can't I skip it? I'm sorry to make such a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes can be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah. Up to everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Let's get out of here then. Alright. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Yay! Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. No problem. No problem. Won't be a problem. Don't press her. Nope. I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Louis. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, don't you? Or do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the only reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But... Yuri, stop arguing. I want to help you. Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out where you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize... I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Okay. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Okay, calm down. Yeah, it's too early, buddy. Calm down. Only time will tell. Until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. You didn't go to church or anything, guys? I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just two of us. You didn't talk on the phone or anything? Oh, meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I'm worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and Monica said, okay, I'm gonna have to skip something and keep going. Yep, all this. Yeah, Sayori has depression. It's sad. It's sad. I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous and no one answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. Look at her, look at her sweater. I love it. It's like a turtleneck. It's kind of cute. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore that. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Really? I think it's gotta be yes or no. At least I hope I get everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri in my room. This is your room? The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel a little anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I'm really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. I just came up with a funny thing, but never mind. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Okay, come on now. We're not here to... That would be more embarrassing. Especially if you find some certain things on my... I don't want you to see. Wait, don't look in there. Why would you open her... Okay, Yuri. This is like stuff I have a bad habit of doing. You don't go opening people's drawers. I hate to tell you, Yuri. I snatched her wrist, which is in the process of opening a dress drawer. What was there? Some hentai in that drawer? What would be in that drawer that you're so It made church. You don't want to see it. Ah! I'm sorry. Yeah, Yuri, that was a little out of line, I have to be honest. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, she's spacing out. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. I wonder what was in that drawer. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lightning, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although maybe we'll stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess I'm determined to provide an experience that will lead them wanting more. Okay, you're competing with Natsuki, that cupcakes remark. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. What? Oh yeah, like what? I'm a little bit... What does that mean? Let's see. And it pulls out knife. Shuri rushes through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. What is a wooden... Oh, I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? So we're gonna do our thing in our like club room. It's not like I thought. For some reason, I thought this was like an outdoor event, like outside the school, like out, like in the fields, like of the school. But no, I guess it makes sense to be inside. I think I've done festivals like this. I've been to festivals like this, like in my back in my elementary school. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You need to feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Oh, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems? Yeah, I can actually see that. Especially for, I hate to say it, but someone like you who has trouble with that, you know? But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. Alright, we should probably get started. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to? Yes, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word in each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah, I know. I even know what she's talking about. Doorway curtains. Yeah, I've seen those. Like, you know, events and stuff. They also catch the eye of those passing by the room and may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. That's as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, really. Write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Stay on the floor together, two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length, and she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Oh, here we go. Oh no. I read in her like wiki. She has a wiki article on like a wiki. There's always like wikis for different things, and it's a knife collect. She's a knife collector. Is what they started as. The silver handle is an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Aha, well. Is there a little bit of a red decorating that blade? Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. What, that you're a knife collector? Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Heck yeah, Yuri! I got you, girl. Hang on, Boost. Yeah, I got you, girl. Look at all these knives. Oh, I'm trying to hold it. Look at all these knives. It's upside down. Alright? Look at all my knives. And that's not all of them. I love knives. Knives are awesome. I've been all over K knives. Let's go to Smoky Mountain. Have you ever heard of Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Yuri? You should stop by there one day. They have all the knives you can think of. That's where I get some of my good ones. Kind of into knives. That's awesome. She's my favorite character. They're just so pretty and awesome. Especially when you like put it on. My dad has like an awesome knife sharpener, dude. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Hey, I like knives too. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into. Hey, man. Hey. Louis, this character is me. I know how you feel here. I agree with you. I love knives, but I don't do things with my knives. Apparently, which I hear you just might do. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, wait. Kind of intense. Besides, a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife. Hey, did you say thank you? Did he say thank you? It's a rule with knives. You won't let go of the knife until the person says thank you or thanks or something like that. That's how you know they have a grip on the knife and they're ready to take it. Yuri carefully hands me a knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. I want to see this knife. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious with sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Louie! Why did you do that? Dude, you are stupid. Okay, here's how you check a knife for sharpness. I have one right here. To check a knife for sharpness, you can do that. You need to very carefully poke the little tip. Don't do too hard. Or, if you want to check it for sharpness, you don't do this. That will get your finger cut. You do this. And that, if it feels really like rough to slide, if it's like very smooth, that means the knife's dull, sharpen it. A dull knife is always more dangerous than a sharp knife. Remember that, because a dull knife, you have to work harder, better risk of you slipping it and cutting yourself really bad. But if it's kind of like rough and hard to slide your finger on like that, then that's how you know that the knife is sharp. There's Louis' cutlery tips for you. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. Cut through skin like it's paper. That's kind of well, I guess I did cut myself. A small drop of blood trickles on my finger. She takes my hand away and gives it a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash you up now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. What? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Oh my god. Is she going to reveal to us any habits of hers during this? Because that's the one thing I do kind of hope. I hope that, like, no revelation, well, not revelation, reveals are, like, skipped out on because I'm not, like, going through and, like, letting all the bad stuff happen, and then I'm, like, going through to get the good ending. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Ah. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yeah, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Louie! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Louie. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Ah, I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut and Oh, it already stopped bleeding. See, I guess it worked, Yuri. Thank you. I see, that's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. We have traded blood. Well, she wasn't bleeding, I guess. But she has. I've given her my DNA, so now... I don't know. That was pretty crazy. Now watch Yuri's knife, her bloody knife now, cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the rooms, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? No, it's fine. Here's the thing. Because what I was thinking, with Yuri's route, I had to listen to all the original dialogue, and so I had to split it between like 2 episodes. This one I was able to skip through some of the old dialogue, so you know, it kind of makes it so I can go faster. I'm already to this point. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. Well, the items Yuri asked me about is a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill cups too much, it'll be too diluted. And also, you know what I just realized? I just realized, if I, theoretically, this is a completely, like with my Xbox, if I accidentally kick my power plug out or something like that, which I never had, but this is, like, my foot, like, I had my foot down here, it was accidentally touching my plugs, it would, like, kill my whole, like, Xbox, you know, recording setup. I think it would still record, but, like, because it's through the computer, but theoretically, since this is on my laptop, it would probably start to really drain the battery really fast, so I'd have to, like, plug it back in quick. But if I unplug it, it's kind of like how hospitals or places like that have, like, generators built in to engage really quick for, like, life support and stuff like that. So, yeah, actually, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just a random thought I had. I don't know why I just told you all that. Might cut that out, honestly. Taking your advice, I use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size. Oh, yeah, that's right, people do keep them in their bathrooms for, like, mouthwash and stuff. I put them on a plate, catch any paint dead trips, and then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? Oh, she's very excited looking. I come in to see you're quickly unrolling your sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah! No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Wait a minute. Unrolled her arm. Are we gonna see if you, So, I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, and then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After writing the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. She uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah. I'm sorry this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go outside and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I like to go outside now and just, you know, I like to go outside frequently. It's good for you. But no, I like to spend time with one other person. Even when it's like simple like reading, it doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Yeah, that's true. I try to talk, like, I have a friend, right? I try to hang out with her and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to find things to talk about, but you know what? Just hanging out, you know, hanging out, just, even if you don't talk too much, it's just nice. You know, I get what she's saying. It doesn't matter if I don't talk much, just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. Me too, I understand that. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Now, anime, no. That's not, no. I watch animes, you guys probably know by now, but I would not want to, like, watch it with someone else, unless they're, like, really into the anime. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kia! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Okay, from what I understand, she self-harms. I've read it in that bio. Is he ever going to, like, my character ever going to, like, notice, like, cause she had her sleeve rolled up or whatever, if there's, like, cuts on her arms? or something like that. I wonder if I'm ever gonna notice that and like point it out. That's kind of rude to point out. I feel like I'm pretty sure like say like I've seen like Instagram posts like saying don't point out these things about a woman and or like about a person and like weight, self harm scars. It was one of them, so maybe it's not right to point out. But you know, he'll be like, "Whoa, what's wrong with you?" He'll be like, "Whoa, are you okay? What's all that in your arm?" Maybe he'll just be concerned. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on your face and neck. Is there something in my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my... Okay. Wait, I return... Oh, she looks so cute. Alright. I return to my room and kneel right down in front of her. Okay. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Aww. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. Aww. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. Oh, this is kind of adorable. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. One says she was lost in a daze and enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? It's the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling. Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I think it's that oil, man. No, I'm just kidding. I know. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movement seemed clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remained silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieved my own brush and continued following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best if I leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that makes sense. That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would actually have extra time for work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait too much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well for us to read and stuff. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is, we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her thoughts, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Right. There was never any, reveal about, the knives. That's the thing. I'm a little bit worried about, like I said, if I don't just, let it go through and get the bad ending, which I don't want, will I miss, some important parts of the game? But I don't think so. I think that maybe that'll all happen in Act 2. Right now I'm playing through Act 1. I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. So let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. Q. Sayori? I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I can't say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Also, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Louis. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Louis. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Louis. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries out. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Okay, I don't need to... Okay, it's gonna kind of hurt, man, to do this, but I have to do this for the sake of Yuri's path. You will always be my dearest friend. My dearest friend. What you need most for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust that I know what's best and will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what... Wait, what did it say? Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? Aww, I'm sorry, Sayori. I had to do it for the happy ending. You're all gonna be happy in the end because of this decision. Okay, I promise. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there was no happiness down my path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just want it to get back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Louie. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Oh. I feel terrible friend-zoning her, but I have to. I have to do it. And I have to make sure I don't stick around too long to see her tomorrow. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? You just friend-zoned her, but I had to. For this game. There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Okay, I have to stop. Wait, I'm going to keep going until I see Monica. It's the day of the festival of all days. Yep. Walk to school, Sayori doesn't answer her phone. I'm not going to hit skip, because I don't want to accidentally, skip and go to Sayori. But, aside, that's a little too much. The preparations of the event, yep. Banner Yuri and I painted, it dries, and I gently rolled it with me. She sends me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be all over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Okay, stop here. I'm going to save this where I saved it. Overwrite. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to main menu. Yep. Okay. So that's Yuri's route all done in one game. Nice. Or in one session. Okay. I feel that was sad having your friend zone Sayori, man, and she screamed. She got on the ground scream. I understand, that was not what she wanted to hear, but trust me, Sayori, it was all be for good in the end. Don't worry. Anyways, next episode will be Natsuki's route, and then, but yeah, I really liked Yuri's route. Yuri's route was pretty cool. Sayori's was also great. Sayori's was great. Yuri's was great. Natsuki's, here's the thing. I already pretty much saw Natsuki's, in that video. That's the part I watched, and then I decided to stop watching because I decided I was going to play it. So I do kind of know what to do in that already, or what's going to happen. I need to make sure I get all the words right, so I have to look, but of course. But yeah, so I guess that's where we'll get to read the manga with her and stuff. That'll be fun. Alright, anyways, hey, if y'all enjoyed the series, please leave a like and subscribe, and let me know if y'all want me to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it, of course, because I want to get through and try to get the good ending of Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright, thank y'all for watching. Peace out.